Welcome to Reality Beyond the Mind, where we explore the mysteries of what lies beyond this physical world. As someone who has personally visited the other side following a near-fatal car accident, I've dedicated my life to uncovering the truths about life after death. Through countless interviews and careful research, I've gathered stories that illuminate what happens when we cross over. Today, I'll share one of the most profound stories I've ever heard. A story told to me by Jenny, a courageous soul who, though hesitant to go public, entrusted me with her experience. Let's step into her world.
It was a rainy evening. I was driving home after work, exhausted but ready to unwind. The rain came down hard, making the road slick. I remember thinking, I should slow down a little. But I didn't. You never think it'll happen to you, right? I approached an intersection, and that's when everything changed. A truck sped through the red light, headlights blinding me. It slammed into my car. The sound of crunching metal and breaking glass filled the air. Then, nothing. Just darkness. When I opened my eyes, or at least I thought I did, I wasn't in my body anymore. I was floating above everything, watching the chaos unfold. My car was destroyed, and paramedics were rushing to pull me out. I saw them place me on a stretcher and rush me to the hospital. But I wasn't scared. I wasn't even upset. I felt free. When they brought me into the operating room, I stayed with them. Machines were beeping, and everyone looked so serious, so focused. I kept trying to call out to them. I'm fine. I'm okay. Can't you see me? But no one could hear me. It was like shouting into an empty void. I realized it wasn't working. They couldn't hear me. And I felt this pull, like I was being drawn away from the room. I drifted upward, through the ceiling, and into the night sky. Below me, I saw the city I'd lived in all my life. It looked so quiet, peaceful, almost glowing from above. I stopped in the park I used to visit often. The trees, the paths, everything looked so familiar, but somehow more vibrant, like it was alive in a way I'd never noticed before. That's when I saw it, the light. It started as a small glimmer in the distance, but it grew brighter and warmer as I moved toward it, or maybe it moved toward me. I don't know. All I knew was that it was filled with love, and I felt completely at peace. When I entered the light, I realized I wasn't alone. My grandmother was there. She passed when I was a teenager, but I recognized her instantly, not just her face, but her essence. She radiated love and warmth, and it felt like she was hugging me without even touching me. There were others too, beings of light. They didn't look like people, but they radiated kindness and wisdom. They didn't speak in words. Instead, we communicated telepathically, soul to soul. I didn't even need to ask questions. They already knew what I wanted to understand, and their answers came as thoughts and feelings all at once. One of them reached out and took my hand. They guided me to this incredible place, a golden crystal city. I don't know how to describe this city. It glimmered and sparkled, as if it was alive with light. The energy there was pure harmony. Everything about it radiated unconditional love and peace. It was a breathtaking place, a sanctuary cradled by nature's finest artistry. This beautiful city was surrounded by gorgeous scenery, where rolling hills and shimmering rivers wove together a perfect tapestry. At its heart lay the famed Garden of Abundance, a magical grove of trees that defied the ordinary. Each tree bore a wondrous mix of fruits, mangoes, pears, apples, and more, offering an endless feast for anyone who entered. The air was fragrant with the sweetness of blooming flowers, and the melodies of birds created a symphony of peace. In here, every thought is fulfilled instantly, and we can be anything or anyone we wish. The being led me to an enormous building within the city. I knew instantly that it was a library, a place where every soul story is kept. The walls stretched endlessly, lined with glowing records that seemed alive. They weren't just books. They were living repositories of knowledge. The being invited me to look at my own life story. And that's when my life review began. The life review wasn't like watching a movie. It was immersive. I relived every moment of my life, not just through my eyes, but through the eyes and emotions of the people I'd interacted with. I felt the joy I'd given others, the kindnesses I'd forgotten. But I also felt their pain, the hurt I'd caused without realizing it. There was no judgment, no shame, just clarity and understanding. It wasn't about punishment. It was about learning. I saw how every choice I made rippled through the lives of others, creating connections I hadn't even been aware of.
It was humbling, but it also filled me with peace. After the review, my guide took me even further. I was shown the vastness of the universe, other dimensions, other worlds, other beings. I visited planets unlike anything on Earth, with civilizations that radiated love and intelligence. These beings looked nothing like us, but I felt an instant connection to them. We communicated telepathically, just like with the light beings. They showed me glimpses of their worlds, their lives, and the lessons they were learning. I realized that life exists everywhere, in forms and realms beyond what we can comprehend. Finally, I came to what I can only describe as the waiting room. This was where souls prepared for their next steps. I was shown the choice I had to make. I could stay in this beautiful, loving realm, or I could return to Earth to continue my journey there. The thought of staying was so tempting, but then I remembered my family, my friends, and a sense of purpose I hadn't yet fulfilled. One of the beings of light told me, "You are loved. You are needed. It's not your time." And with that, I felt myself being pulled back. The light dimmed, and I began to feel heavy again, sinking into my physical body. I woke up in the hospital. My chest ached, and the pain was overwhelming. But I was alive, and though I was back in my body, I carried the memories of where I had been. That place, those beings, it was all real. More real than anything I'd ever experienced on Earth.
Jenny's story is one of many that remind us of the profound mysteries of life and death. It suggests that this life is just a chapter in an endless journey of growth and connection. This video has not tried to change anyone's beliefs or faith. If her story resonated with you, or if you've had a similar experience, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching Reality Beyond the Mind. And remember, reality is so much more than meets the eye.